Hello people, it's Mr. X and his tranny here. Okay, tranny, you'll have to just stay there. Stay there, tranny, be patient. Be patient, you'll be out soon, lady. Is she a lady? I don't know. So here we go, guys. We're back on the GG, back on Guido, back on Giuseppe. Forgot what I called him now. And I think it's a he. So yeah. So I told you about, I showed you something which I picked up a few weeks ago, and this GG, this GasGas is I think it's a 250. I'm not sure if it's a 250, and more on that in a bit. But in order to, this bike, as I say, is road legal. Hence you can see the little plate there and the rear light and the seat, which is an addition, as I say, and all the switch gear there for the lights, and the horn, etc. So that's all there. So right, in order to get this out, obviously it has to be insured, has to be MOT'd, has to be taxed, which is a bit of a bugbear, but anyway, all that has to happen. So bike, as I say, was picked up and all looks good-ish. A few little things to do. I think the fork seals need cleaning out. They're slightly weeping, but only slightly. Sorted out, as I say, the front brake. That's what happened in the last episode on the GG here. Guido, what's his name? Giuseppe? No, not Giuseppe. And ran him up, checked the plug, checked the gap in the plug, checked the colour of the plug, which looks good. Adjusted the clutch, adjusted the brake, as I say, and that's all fine. Tested the gears all work. I know these GasGases can be a little bit temperamental on the gearboxes, apparently. So this is actually a 2001 GasGas. So this is the last of the old engine type. If you look at the crankcases, they're steel, they're not magnesium. So I'm not sure how long this engine ran for, but I think it was at least 10 years. And so this is the last variant, which some say, oh, you should get the newer version. The new version's far better. Well, no, the 2002 edition, I think, was the first, as I say, of the lightweight engines with a different gearbox. And the first edition had a few issues with it. Just like anything in life, if it's brand new, it's tested in the factory, all looks good, then they release it to the public and it gets proper tested. And that's when you find all the weaknesses. So 2002, 2003 editions, there were a few little issues, and I'd say by 2004 and onwards, most of those issues had been fixed. And I think even today, literally 20 years later, the engine is very similar. The 2002, 3, 4, 5 engine is very similar to the engine that is released. There's obviously mapping switches and little things like that. I'm not sure if the current GasGas is fuel injected. I don't think it is. I think it's carbed. Anyway, I'm going off topic here a bit. So, because it's a new bike, you don't know what's wrong. You don't know what's right with it, I should say. So you've got to approach it in that manner. If it's a new bike to you, you really have to go through it to make sure it's not going to collapse. So that's exactly what I've been doing for the past few days, and I'm glad to report that everything is hunky-dory. The only thing I need to sort out is the rear brake, and that's a 4-piston caliper, believe it or not. Talk about over-braked, wow. So there's not much pressure, say, on the back brake. The lever goes almost right the way down, so it might just be a question of fluid escaping. But well, fluid escaping, yes, but why? And I I would say that there's a seal that's gone. So I will have to strip the back brake down. And so I'm just in the process of getting the pin out, and it's seized, which is fair enough. So I just need to get the pin out, and thought I'd give you an update, as I say, on the GG, on the GasGas. And yes, so there'll be a video coming up very soon, hopefully, when this machine will be taken on the road. And just an update, I say, with that, I have been out and I have tested it on the road, and I would say it feels more like a 300, a 280, a 290, 270, whatever you want to say. It does feel like it's got a bigger engine in it. It goes extremely well. And I know these machines are potentially lighter than some trials bikes. The GasGas Txt, I think, is the lightest trials bike around. Always has been, I think. But as I say, this could be quite a handful. And anybody that's ridden a 250 on the road, a 250 4-stroke, no, this isn't nothing like a 250cc road bike. This is a competition machine. And when I say competition, it is competition. There's nothing on this that needs to be there unless it's designed and built for competition use. And obviously the person before me has put these little things on there to get it through the MOT. So they've added a kilogram of weight less than that, I would say. But yeah, this machine is something else. That's all I can say. So yeah, once I've sorted the back brake out, the next thing to do will be to get it road legal, as I say, get all the paperwork done, and then take it out. And I will bring you with me, because I say that could be quite interesting. Is it a fun machine, or is it a death machine? I don't know. You've got to treat these bikes with a lot of respect, because they will get you into trouble. They're very capable, more capable than myself. But as I say, you get up on a rock, and if you haven't thought about how you're going to get off the rock, that's when problems start to happen very quickly. Anyway, guys, quick update on the GasGas, and yeah, more videos coming up soon. All right, guys, see you soon. Ciao.